If you thought the last meltdown in the rock world drama was insane, then hold on tight. Cause what just hit the internet makes the Kardashians look like they're hosting a small charity tea party. We're talking about a vicious, neck-snapping, mind-numbing. There's no way this is real-life type of clip that Chrisean Rock allegedly blasted online. And according to people who watched it, Hazel's entire life might actually be hanging by a thread after what supposedly happened. The second that video appeared, timelines didn't simply shake, they crumbled like old plaster. Fans froze mid-scroll as if their Wi-Fi died at the exact moment of chaos. Bloggers shrieked like they'd seen a wandering ghost wearing a blue face pendant. And Hazel E, overnight, she became the unwilling star of a real-life survival saga nobody signed up for. But everyone suddenly started watching. Chrisean uploaded that footage with the confidence of somebody tossing a stick of TNT into a family cookout. No warning, no hesitation, just raw pandemonium delivered straight to every screen. And the internet erupted as if someone yanked the fire alarm during a Beyoncé concert. People were frantically asking, is Hazel E safe? Is this even allowed? Who filmed this disaster? This wasn't petty drama. This wasn't celebrity beef. This was a full-scale digital earthquake. And you're about to understand why the entire internet is gasping for breath right now. From the very first frame, it was obvious this wasn't your typical influencer argument. This was the type of scandal that barges through your door, flips your furniture, yanks out your ring light, and demands someone confess on the spot. Hazel and Chrisean Rock had tension simmering for months. Everyone saw it. Nobody thought it would explode into a full hurricane built on violence, shock, and raw brutality that left viewers convinced Hazel's life was in real danger. One moment the internet was minding its business. The next, it was staring at a clip that felt like it got leaked straight from a rejected Bad Girls Club Doomsday Edition episode. To understand why it hit so hard, you need a little context. Hazel always carried a level of drama that could easily fill an entire reality TV season. But she rarely ended up directly in Chrisean's firing line. Chrisean, meanwhile, wakes up each morning and selects chaos before she even checks her notifications. So when their worlds finally crashed into each other, the explosion was only a matter of time. Fans had sensed the buildup. The shady posts, the subtle digs, the indirect jabs, all of it. But absolutely no one foresaw what came next. A leaked attack video so violent that social media practically turned into a crime scene investigation unit. When Chrisean posted the clip, she didn't just hit upload. She hit panic mode emergency broadcast global crisis alert all at once. The video slammed into timelines like a meteor smashing into a volcano of gossip. People didn't watch it quietly, they gasped, paused, rewound, and immediately forwarded it to their group chats in full caps lock. Some viewers said it didn't look like a fight, it looked like a demolition job. Hazel E was seen struggling, panicking, screaming, and by the end of the clip, half the internet believed she needed medical care. A bodyguard, divine protection, and maybe even a brand new identity. Within minutes, the online reaction was louder than a championship stadium. Comments flooded in. Memes spawned instantly. Even people who had zero clue who either woman was suddenly turned into self-declared experts on the feud. Everyone had a take. Everyone had a theory. Everyone was convinced they knew the real story. Some blamed Hazel E. Some pointed at Chrisean. Some blamed the entire state of California for letting both women exist within the same geographical radius. Blogs were working overtime. Headlines popped up faster than people could read them. Hazel E attacked. Chrisean Rock exposes brutal footage. Shocking clip leaks, viewer discretion advised. Even respected news pages tried sliding in their articles like they weren't thirsty for clicks. This became one of those scandals where even your coworkers, who normally don't know a single thing about celebrity drama, were leaning over cubicles whispering, "Did you see that Chrisean video?" And at the center of this storm was Chrisean Rock Human Hurricane. She didn't upload the clip with fear. She uploaded it with a boldness that basically said, "I dare anyone to check me." Fans said she looked too relaxed, too unfazed, too ready to drop bombs without blinking. People questioned whether she understood how bad the footage looked. But Chrisean? She brushed it off like she'd just posted a cute home vlog instead of footage capable of starting an international crisis. Hazel E supporters were furious. They demanded consequences. They said the clip was disturbing, dangerous, excessive. They left essays in comments. They tagged lawyers. They tagged police departments. They tagged anyone who might have authority. To them, this wasn't drama. It was an emergency call. But the scariest part? Hazel E still hadn't spoken. The silence made everything 10 times worse. People wondered if she was hurt, unconscious, hiding, or worse. Every hour without an update felt like waiting for news from a disaster site. Rumors spread like wildfire. Some said she was hospitalized. Others claimed she was recovering. A few messy bloggers hinted at darker possibilities just to farm engagement. Facts didn't matter anymore. The internet had already created its own storyline. Meanwhile, Chrisean's name spread like wildfire. Some praised her for standing her ground. Others condemned her. But one thing united everyone. The footage was brutal. The screaming, the struggling, the shaky camera. It all looked like something ripped straight out of a catastrophe film. And then came the analysis videos, because the internet can't experience chaos without turning into detectives. TikTok slowed the clip like it was reviewing NFL plays in super slow motion. YouTubers uploaded 10:8 breakdowns with dramatic soundtracks. Twitter turned into an actual courtroom. Every frame became evidence in a trial nobody agreed to. And, as usual, Blueface's name got sucked into it because any scandal involving Chrisean automatically summons him like a dramatic cameo. Fans wondered if he filmed it, encouraged it, or at least witnessed it. Truth or not, no one cared. The internet dragged him in anyway. Finally, hours later, Hazel E broke her silence with a message that shook her supporters. She sounded shaken, upset, exhausted. She didn't explain everything, but her tone carried weight. She hinted at betrayal, fear, and that the video wasn't even the full story. That alone changed everything. Because when a victim says, "Ya video puri kahani nahi hai," the scandal instantly evolves into something darker. Chrisean replied almost instantly because patience isn't in her vocabulary. Her response was sharp, dismissive, sprinkled with her signature chaos. She acted like Hazel E was exaggerating, like the clip wasn't that serious, like the internet was blowing things out of proportion. Fans were stunned. They said she didn't double down, she quadrupled down. And just like that, the whole saga escalated into the blame war. Hazel E says the attack was terrifying. Chrisean says everyone is lying. Fans say the video shows everything. Blogs say this is the meltdown of the year. And the internet. Still refreshing, still arguing, still choosing sides in a digital boxing match with no referee. But trust this, the real twists haven't even begun yet. The moment the chaos from part 1 finished detonating across the internet, everything escalated at lightning speed, like someone pressed a hidden drama boost button. What started as one viral clip transformed into a full-scale digital catastrophe. Memes, reaction videos, celebrity opinions, fan investigations, Sab Kuchek, Safat Pata. You couldn't even unlock your phone without another angle, another rumor, another meltdown hitting you like a punch to the jaw. Hazel versus like a punch to the jaw. Hazel versus Chrisean wasn't a feud anymore. It turned into a cultural phenomenon. Memes flooded timelines like a never-ending tidal wave. The first viral one showed Hazel E sprinting like she was escaping a dinosaur attack, while Chrisean was labeled the Velociraptor of Chaos. Another meme featured Chrisean holding the camera with the caption, "Directed by Chrisean Rock Cinematography, Pure Madness." TikTok creators jumped in immediately. They made edits with dramatic music, zoom-ins, slow-motion effects, and sound distortions that made the footage look like a deleted cutscene from Mortal Kombat. It was everywhere, non-stop, unavoidable, and bizarrely creative. But memes were just the warm-up. The real insanity started when celebrities barged into the conversation like they were auditioning to be part of the storyline. Influencers shared emotional posts. Rappers dropped laughing emojis like confetti. Reality TV personalities cracked borderline offensive jokes. And one singer even went live to say, "If Chrisean did that on camera, imagine what wasn't recorded." The internet collectively lost its mind. It became one of those global moments where everyone wanted their voice heard. Even washed-up celebrities, the ones nobody had heard from in years, suddenly crawled out of hiding, trying to resuscitate their careers by commenting on the scandal. Then entered Teresa Blueface's mother, who, as always, arrived like a siren blaring through the chaos. Whenever drama and Chrisean collide, Carissa appears instantly, loud and dramatic. She posted a cryptic message. Some people only learn the hard way. Fans erupted. Blogs hit refresh. Everyone wondered if she knew insider details. She didn't mention Hazel or Chrisean directly, but she didn't need to. The internet connected the dots faster than a true crime documentary. And then Blueface himself decided to fan the flames with a confusing, half-dazed tweet. It read like he typed it while pacing around in a dark hallway. "Don't believe everything y'all see," which naturally made people even more suspicious. Fans clapped back. So what should we believe? The floor? The shadows? The camera lens? Blueface suddenly found himself drowning in accusations. People questioned whether he filmed it, witnessed it, encouraged it, or had nothing to do with it at all. It didn't matter. The internet dragged him into the narrative by force. Like a guest lecturer at the University of Chaos. Meanwhile, Hazel's supporters were going harder than ever. They organized online campaigns demanding accountability. They posted threads discussing trauma, violence, and the harmful normalization of abusive behavior. They tagged therapists, lawyers, reporters, activists, and anyone they believed could help. It transformed from fan support into an online movement. Then came the twist nobody anticipated. People started leaking alleged screenshots of conversations leading up to the attack. Some looked real. Others looked like they were manufactured by apps designed for drama creation. But this was the internet. Facts were optional. People zoomed in, enhanced fonts, analyzed timestamps like forensic specialists. One TikToker even said, "Based on the typing rhythm, someone was furious when they wrote this," and people believed it instantly. Hazel's emotionally heavy message dropped next, and everything changed again. She sounded trembling, drained, and heartbroken. She spoke about betrayal, being blindsided, being thankful she survived. Then she hinted that the video didn't even show the worst part. That single line sent shockwaves across every platform. Influencers replayed her message like it was a national emergency broadcast. Chrisean responded immediately because silence isn't her style. Her reply was fierce, defensive, and completely unapologetic. She said Hazel twisted the story. She said people exaggerated the clip. She denied being violent without context. She blasted critics. She insisted that haters were pushing a false narrative. Her confidence was louder than ever, even though the footage suggested otherwise. And naturally, her reaction poured gasoline on an already burning wildfire. In the middle of this raging chaos, conspiracy theories took shape. As they always do when the internet gets bored waiting for updates. One rumor claimed Hazel leaked the video herself to gain sympathy. Another insisted the whole fight was staged for clout. A third said Blueface orchestrated the entire situation like a manipulative puppet master. Blogs jumped back in with more headlines. YouTube commentators created long-form breakdowns with eerie narrations, slow-motion replays, and red-circled screenshots. Each video racked up views in the millions. Fans began choosing sides with war-level intensity. Team Hazel demanded justice. Team Chrisean insisted she was being unfairly framed. Neutral audiences turned into popcorn-eating spectators, enjoying the madness like a blockbuster. Then came another bombshell. Someone leaked a mysterious audio clip they claimed was recorded right after the incident. The audio contained crying, yelling, and muffled chaos. Nobody knew if it was authentic, But truth didn't matter anymore. People slowed it down, amplified it, added captions. The whole internet turned into amateur FBI agents. But the most jaw-dropping twist was Hazel's family entering the conversation. They released an emotional statement, and it raised the stakes instantly. They hinted at legal action. They said Hazel feared for her safety. They described her emotional and physical state. Suddenly, the line between entertainment and real danger blurred. What felt like a meme fest now felt heavy, dark, unsettling. Celebrities who joked earlier started deleting their posts. Influencers suddenly grew quiet. Reality stars apologized. People began realizing this wasn't messy drama. It was something far more serious. Yet somehow, Chrisean remained unfazed. She kept posting, kept clapping back, kept acting like nothing could shake her. Fans watched her behavior like they were witnessing a thriller unfold in real time. But the story wasn't anywhere near over. This was only the beginning. Because the fallout, the consequences, the long-term damage, that was a whole new nightmare waiting to explode. The fallout from that leaked attack video didn't just rattle the internet, it blasted a crater straight through the entire online ecosystem. Jo ek viral clip lag, rahatha, wo bahat jaldi ek, multi-layered catastrophe ban gaya. Jismine emotions, legal threats, and reputation damage, sabkuch ek softut, kar gurn laga. Fans expected chaos, but what came next hit much harder than anyone imagined. Hazel's silence after the video didn't feel strategic. It felt like survival mode. Her supporters watched the clock like people waiting for news from a disaster zone. Har passing hour unklai ek, nai tera, jc thi. The anxiety wasn't performative. It was painfully real. The tension felt thick enough to choke the entire conversation. When Hazel finally released her first real message, the entire narrative flipped. She wasn't yelling. She wasn't insulting anyone. She wasn't attacking. She spoke with the voice of someone who had been genuinely broken open. Her tone carried the weight of fear, betrayal, and emotional collapse. She didn't beg for sympathy, and that made her statement feel even more powerful. It didn't sound like a response. It sounded like someone trying to regain control over their sense of safety. The internet paused, really paused, and realized this wasn't simple entertainment anymore. This was trauma unfolding in front of millions. Meanwhile, Chrisean's reaction was the total opposite. She didn't retreat. She didn't soften. She came back swinging. She said the entire narrative was being twisted, that she wasn't the villain people were painting her as. She insisted Hazel provoked her, pushed her, disrespected her. Her voice was aggressive, defensive, fiery. Voice was aggressive, defensive, fiery.